Hey everybody, it's Cynthia and I'm here with another haul video for you. This is a really short one. I only picked up a few things, mostly because I also picked up a lot of clothes, and blankets and other things that were too big really to show you. So I wanted to show you a few highlights that I picked up the last couple of days. With it being Christmas, I haven't done a lot of thrifting. But I did, and I feel like I've gotten a little pickier. And I know what else, because I keep thinking, when I was looking for stuff for this haul, I thought there's a lot of stuff missing. And I just realized what it is. A lot of what we bought recently went into my husband's collections. So, like, I bought a bunch of laser discs, and I realized he's already run off with those. And today we found Thunderbirds, the old TV, the old Jerry Anderson TV series. We found a whole set of those at Goodwill, and they gave us the entire set for $2.99 because they were supposed to be in a box and they weren't. Um, and I wanted to show you those, but those seem to have disappeared, so I think those went upstairs to his room. But while I'm talking about that, I will show you this one. Whoever dropped off the Thunderbirds, I think, dropped off an entire collection of A&E British TV show DVDs. This is Danger Man. They called it in the UK. We called it Secret Agent here. It's Patrick McGowan, pre The Prisoner, spy show. Terrible glare. It's an okay show. I've watched a bit of it, and it's a little slow for me. But if you're a fan of his or you're a fan of spy TV, it's a cool show to pick up, and it's a little rare. It's hard to find. They don't show it on TV very often. Now, this, as you can see on the side, also was part of a series, a big box set. The box was not there. We found about 12 of these, but we're still missing 3 or 4. So we can't sell it as a full set, but we do see people are selling individual ones like this for $5 to $6. So we get the entire set for $3, the entire set of about 12. So I left behind a lot. There was upstairs, downstairs, and a Monty Python that I thought would be worth something, but they really weren't, which was kind of sad. DVD sales have really not been as good as they used to be. I actually left behind several DVDs that I would have picked up in the past, but I just don't think they're selling well anymore. Everybody's just downloading and streaming. So, sound like if you ever see Drunk Uncle on Saturday Night Live, text me, text me. Everybody's streaming Netflix. Fax a Christmas card. Fax me for lunch. Anyway, so that's that. I also picked up a weird thing that I'm probably going to keep for a little while because I'm a sucker for these things. So husband walking through the picture in his pajamas. You'll get a good look at him in his pajamas. You would think at, what is it, midnight, 12:30 at night, I would be able to shoot a video without people walking around behind me. But no. Anyway, as I was trying to say before I was interrupted, I picked up this at Savers. It says, it's really funny. It says, what does it say? Feeling happy in Transylvania. And then it says, only in Romania, and Bram Castle. Now, I actually had another Dracula Castle mug not too long ago. This one, though, is real cartoony, and it's hysterical because, look, Dracula is taking a selfie with his cell phone. I don't think I've ever seen another. I have collected Dracula mugs my entire life, pretty much, and I've never seen another one where Dracula has a cell phone. So I don't know if this was made in Romania. The other one we found was made by a company that's actually in Romania. It's clearly a crazy collectible, I guess for Halloween, but I couldn't pass it up. It was $1.99, I think, and she was just putting it out. It was on the cart, so I grabbed it. Not that I think anybody else would have grabbed it, but I grabbed it anyway. I also went to my favorite thrift store in Anaheim, which is called the Anaheim Thrift. It's one of those, it's not part of a chain, it's an off one, and they put the best stuff, like the real collectible items, behind the counter. And the bad thing about that is I always forget to look at them until I'm in line, and then once I'm in line, it's such a rush to check out. Half the time I miss what's back there. I hate asking them to grab things, but this time I did. This was behind the counter. So this is a Sharknado Funko Pop. And if I get the glare off his box, he's pretty new in his box. The box has a little bit of edge damage here somewhere and a little bit of wear against the top, but it's in pretty good shape. Now, here's the trick with Funko Pops. Some of them are worth a lot of money, some of them are worth a little money, and some of them are worthless. I have a set of Battlestar Galactica ones, if you go back in my videos I bought not too long ago, that still don't sell for more than a couple of bucks a piece, which really surprises me. I looked this one up while I was waiting. The girl was checking me out, and I figured, let me see how fast I can look it up. And I got really excited at first when I saw that they were going for like $100 or 100 ridiculous amounts. And then I realized that even though it was the same number, there was blood dripping from his mouth. It was the Comic-Con exclusive Sharknado. They call it the Bloody Sharknado. That one, because it was a Comic-Con exclusive, is worth a ton of money. This one, though, also sells in the $40 range. I paid $4 or $5 tops for him. And I don't know, there's quite a few of them up. It may take a while to flip, but more than anything, it's a Sharknado Funko Pop. I couldn't leave him behind. Dun, 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 dun. We've done really well selling Sharknado things in the past. So, Sharknado. This is another I bought with my heart, and probably not with my head. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean Goofy, dressed as, I think I'm told it's Redbeard. It is pirate flag. Oh, sorry, it is late. He's, you know, one of those Disney beanies. Sorry, let me back up a little bit. I don't know why I'm leaning so far forward. So he's one of those Disney beanie babies. He does not have his tag. I mean, he's got his Disney tag here. He doesn't have any other tags. He's in good shape. I thought because he was Pirates of the Caribbean, I've learned to resist buying these beanies because I've had a ton of them in the past, and I usually end up having to sell them off in large bunches for not that great of money. Not what they deserve. They're so adorable. But I thought this one, being Pirates of the Caribbean, would be really collectible because it's the ride. And he's not really, you know. He sells sometimes in the $10 range. But, you know, and that's okay. I think I paid like $1 for him. But mostly I just couldn't leave him behind. I just couldn't put him over here with the shark. I should do a little bit better on this guy. So this is a Grover puppet from Sesame Street. Grover. Now that I said that, yeah, it's Grover. It's not Cookie Monster. I had this moment. I can't remember what Grover sounds like to do his voice. He is from Fisher-Price, and here's where your hand goes. So he's a full body puppet with your hand goes up in here. I suppose you could rig some kind of stick to his hands to make them work the way the real Muppets did. He's so soft, like so soft. Very lovely, sort of a textured material. I don't know if you can see it closer. It's a neat little texture. Oh, he's got a tag hook there. It's very cute. So this one, there's a lot of puppets. Now, if you can find the original 1970s, the half puppet, so he doesn't have legs, he's a typical hand puppet from Sesame Street. I can't remember what the manufacturer is. It might have been Fisher-Price. That one sells for a lot. That one sells for, again, in the $50 to $70 range. This one with the full body and the head piece here also sells sometimes in the $20, I think it was $20, $25 range. There's some other ones that are more common that don't sell as well. I think the soft texture on his body is a big seller on him. So very cute. I don't know if that'll help you any to see. I don't know if that actually is gonna focus or not, but anyway, you get the picture. I'm gonna try to show you, wrap up with these two items. Let's see what time I've got. So as I said, we bought a lot of things. We bought some blankets and I feel like I bought a pillowcase. I love pop culture pillowcases. And some clothing. Oh, jackets. I knew there was something. We were at Anaheim Thrift. They have the best jackets for the cheapest prices. I got a McDonnell Douglas aircraft like cable knit sweater for $3 because it was half price. A Disneyland inaugural half marathon track jacket, like warm-up jacket. We sell these Disneyland half marathon shirts all the time. I don't understand the allure of them, except they do have beautiful graphics. These track jackets, I saw them also selling. $70 was the price of the day. I saw these also selling for $50, $60, $70. This is the inaugural one. We're hoping it's going to sell even better. And I got one more jacket. What was it? I got a... Gosh, I can't remember. And of course the problem is, oh, Star Trek The Tour, which I think was later relabeled Star Trek The Experience. It was again, a sort of a windbreaker jacket, a little bit heavier lined windbreaker with the Star Trek The Tour patch on the side. So all of those I picked up. Obviously, I don't pick up a lot of Star Trek because there's so much of it, but a Star Trek The Tour jacket for like I got it for like $3.50. Sorry, my allergies, the heater's blowing and it's making my allergies go. So I wasn't going to leave it behind for that. The Disneyland, again, I put back a Walt Disney California Adventure jacket because they just don't sell like I think they will. But I know these half marathon jackets sell, so I bought that. And McDonnell Douglas we always do well with, so I grabbed that. I left behind, I don't even want to tell you what I left behind. Because that store only takes cash, and so I usually put myself on a budget there, so I have the cash that I have. Anyway, when I was leaving there, I had a little bit more time to kill, and I was driving to a different thrift store and found someplace called Save More Thrift. Really love it. Very old school looking thrift shop. Again, one off. Pretty empty was the only problem. I don't know if they'd had a sale recently. They were really picked over. The racks were nearly bare, but their prices were very cheap. And I thought everything was 20% off. So this was the other problem. They only take cash unless you spend over 10. And normally I have no trouble spending 10, but this store, like I said, was pretty empty. Plus, I felt